welcome to Reaper Miniatures. Welcome to Reaper Errant. It's a Dungeons and Dragons 5e game. The day after our bellies are digesting, most of us. Mine's full still.
Too much turkey.
We're gonna play some D&D.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, turkey and pumpkin pie. Our pumpkin pie had bourbon in it. Although we went to somewhere last night, you can see Sidney chatting in there and had a wonderful Thanksgiving for us.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves before I do anything. Let everyone go ahead of me, and I'll start up with Bobby. Who are you and who you're playing?
Hello again. Good evening and welcome. My name is Bobby Jackson. I play Pugh, the mighty and indomitable gnome bard, armed with my trusty war harp and positive mental attitude. And I have a cold.
I'm sorry about the cold, Bobby.
Wow. Yeah, I've got this marvelous antihistamine thing going.
Well, Pugh has been running around in the snow, wet, miserable weather here of Venn too for a while, so it makes good sense in a way.
But he's a nature boy. He should have a better immune system.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good you're adding that layer of realism, Bobby.
Yeah.
It'll give you that deep, scratchy voice when you sing your ballads.
Yeah, oh man.
And lots of mucus.
Next on the line, we have Gene.
Hi guys, I'm Gene Van Horn. I'll be playing Gooseneck, the Lizardman Barbarian. See, it's been so long, I almost forgot. Gooseneck, the Lizardman Barbarian, and I'm hoping we get to whackety whack with his axe.
I hope so too. Jason.
I'm Jason Wiebe. I'm playing Corncob Thunder Bludgeon, the Aqua Dwarf cleric, and he's hoping for a lot of bloodshed today.
Wow. All right, we're on it.
Maybe not mine this time.
Right. Well, it goes with the territory, though. It's like woodworking. You got to get a splinter. Michael.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I'll be playing Abran, the more mighty and totally abominable wood elf, with his trusty magic bow that he actually hits stuff with, unlike that little gnome that misses everything with his crossbow. So looking forward to it.
Okay. All right. Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda Bender. I'm playing Fathom, the tiefling magic user, who's a little bit concerned because, as far as I know, we haven't rested and I'm all out of fireballs.
Sounds like a good country music song.
First, before I say this, Jen.
I'm Jen. I play Kay Nimblewit, a human rogue who has just one job on this ship.
It's a tough job. So you bring up a great point, Rhonda. There were some games. It was a little bit of kind of story time, and we wanted to see through a little mini arch before this. So for this, please let yourselves be all rested and healed up. I know that seems unrealistic, but we inserted some content right in there, and it would be unfair to all of you if I didn't say you could go into it with a long rest. I want to say that. I want to say thank you to, while everybody's resting their characters up, thank you to Justin for being our technical director tonight from Reaper. Thank you to Sidney, who you see in the chat, and who is our camera operator tonight here at the studio. My name is
Thank you,
Frank.
everybody. See you next time.
Good night. Oh,
I jumped ahead there a little bit.
Frank, you maybe see me on Nightheart Gaming. Oh, I also want to thank Sirenscape for our background and ambient music tonight. Well, our background and ambient music. Yeah, that's fair. Tonight for some of the stuff you will hear. And I think I need to do a little catch up because it's been a while before we happen to have this particular story thing happening. So they're on the way into the town of Venn quite a while ago. They met the party met a group of traveling monks, clerics, not really defined necessarily, and they noticed that they were of an organization that's rather does some rather foul things. And it got their suspicions up and made them look around a little bit more when they got into town for that. And those particular folk were on the way to watch a special, or listen to a special oration that was happening. So that set off some red flags. When everybody got into town, they warned the church, the Temple of Apara, that was putting on that speech about it, and they went down and checked out the location, and all kinds of bad things happened. But good things, because everyone survived. You can see all this stuff on Reaper's YouTube channel, because that stuff is all up there. And they overcame that, decided to come and secure an area near Riverside Park for the speech as a new location, fleshed out some assassins, some magical assassins that were in a building across the street, and boiled it right down to about time for this speech to actually occur. Did I miss anything that's really important? I tried to be brief.
Oh.
I see two hands.
How powerful was that ring I got? I don't remember. And I never put it in. It was a Constitution ring, wasn't it?
It just set your Constitution to 19 flat.
Okay, so I just change it to 19 flat?
I think you can right-click in there and modify it and just override what it is. A temporary might be nice.
Is there, okay, never mind. There's an override score. Got it.
Okay. Michael.
Was Abran given or gifted or allowed to wear the necklace of fireballs? Question 1. Question 2 was, if he was, how many charges were on the necklace? It says a D6 plus 3.
I believe we rolled that, and I think there was 7, wasn't there?
Okay. Is Abran? Yeah, I'll agree with that. Is Abran wearing it, or is somebody else wearing it? I don't care.
That I can't answer. That's up because it originally was in the hands of. Was it Fathom or? A?
No, I don't think I had it.
I don't want it.
Okay. Well, we all know who wants it.
I give up any claim to the fireball necklace.
All right. Well, it sounds like
who had
no
it.
one.
If you kill us, Proctor, we're going to come back from the dead and get you. I'm just saying.
Is this one that has to be attuned?
Doesn't say that.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think this one is pretty because it doesn't refresh. It's got a limited amount, and you have to pull them out and use them as an action, like a physical object. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Well, I guess Abran's got a fireball necklace. I never thought I'd be saying stuff like that.
I
Well,
guess.
it's been nice playing with you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a good game.
DPK.
Well, Frank said it was going to be a pretty big monster we were fighting against. So,
Justin.
Yeah,
Eight.
Abran.
8d6.
8d6. Okay. All right.
that's each fireball.
Each one.
And
if I
what
threw the
kind
whole
of area does it fill up?
If I
Michael?
throw the entire necklace, then it's cast at level 4. That's level 3. So if you cast,
is there an area that it fills up? Because you might want to familiarize yourself with that.
A 20-foot radius sphere, sent around the point, and you must make a dexterity savings throw.
Oh, your aim better be good.
Yeah.
On average, that's going to be 28 hit points of damage. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Unless I throw the entire necklace.
Right.
So,
Well,
But
yes.
I say if we get damaged after his first throw, we need to take him out.
members of your own party.
I know, right?
So
We can always preemptively take him out.
now
Oh.
I'm not sure we can now.
Oh.
I think the best we can hope for is detente.
Oh, I
now
was having fun.
I
Not anymore.
reviewed some of the game the last time we were here. Corncob kind of wanted to stay at the gazebo, but near enough to the water to react. And correct me, you can all correct me if I'm wrong during this speech, but this is the position that I believe Corncob you wanted to take up, kind of back there.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to go either way I needed to, I think.
Right. This is the speaker. I'm just refreshing everybody. This is Lerdethian. The speakers. I don't remember the exact minis necessarily, but I know the names and NPCs. So this is making sure to
That's a
represent
cool
them.
dwarf. Who did that?
Lerdethian, the personal guard. You had mentioned something about Kay and/or Abran being across the street, somewhere in that house, as lookouts or like almost ranged positions. Would you prefer that or someplace else?
No, I'm good with being on the building across the street.
Okay.
Higher the better.
Higher the better. That's not a problem at all.
I can be there
will-
too, I guess, or on another building.
Okay. I will let
I'll
we'll
just.
let Anne get a shot of where you are. I think there was also a bridge. I didn't know if someone wanted to be on top of the bridge. Let me focus on that real quick, so that you remember that there was a bridge. Right? See it on the right side there, towards the back. So you could put someone up there. That was a point of possible concern for you earlier. I don't want to just from going about it fairly. And then in the crowd there, they've limited their speakers, and especially after you found the assassins, they've kind of tightened up security even more a little bit. Where would Fathom, Gooseneck, and Pugil like to be?
What a good question.
Sorry, I threw this strategy on you right into the opening. That's my apologies.
Jason, do you have opinions? Because you seem to have a strong.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
Earlier you said something about a rest, but it broke up. Did we get a short rest or something?
You got a long rest.
Yep.
I'm giving you a long rest
Oh.
because the rest was, the other games were sort of an inserted content.
Okay, very good.
Well, I think we want to protect the speaker and then the crowd, maybe?
Okay.
Is that what you think? I'm where I'm at because I don't know where the attack's coming from, if there's even going to be one.
So you'd
Where
like
are
at
you?
least one of us to be in the crowd? Someone should be on the bridge, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Where are you, Corncob?
I'm right at the edge of the gazebo, so I can get to the river or opposite the river if I have to.
Or come up behind the speaker?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be with Corncob.
Okay.
Gooseneck, do you want to be in the crowd so you're not too far away if trouble begins? And I'll take the bridge. Vice versa.
Yeah, I'm more close up, so I would think I want to be somewhere by the
crowd.
gazebo, by the crowd.
Yeah. Well, I'll put you over here.
Sure, that's good.
I would say spellcasters and missile weapon people, just make sure you're in range of the gazebo. Other than that, I'm not sure there's a.
Didn't we have somebody on top of the gazebo at one point?
We
I think
talked
they're across
about it.
the street there.
Oh, I lost my ears.
We
Sorry,
also we
everyone.
also
I'm gonna
talked
have to
about having
replace my
someone up
battery
in
real
the
quick if I'm going to hear you.
building. We've got long distance surveillance capability now too.
I'll go on the bridge. I think most of my spells should still be able to reach from there.
Yuck, I don't like this.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, I can hear you all again. My apologies. Did you want to be on the gazebo, or did it seems like I don't know.
I think we're just going back to the tavern and waiting for our ship to leave.
Okay,
Let
you
the
can do
chips
that.
fall where they may. I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, Abran or Fathom on the bridge. That's what's left from what's been said, and always correct me.
I don't know. Initially, I was going to be on the building, but if no one else is going to be on the bridge, I'll be on the bridge.
Okay.
I think Fathom's on the bridge too, which
Yeah,
is
I'm
not
fine.
a bad
I'm
thing.
fine with going on the bridge.
Okay.
Okay. We can shoot fireballs together.
Yeah.
Oh
You've
boy.
got a great layout of coverage. So let me give you some ranges real quick. I think on the bridge, you're about 60 feet from the speaker. Way up on the rooftop, okay, you are probably 100 foot and 3 stories up from the speaker. And then Gooseneck in the crowd there, obviously, you're just a few 15 feet away, right near the middle of the crowd. Corncob and Pugil, you're about 10 to 15 feet from the river and about 10 to 15 feet from the speaker. Is everybody happy with that?
The spell blast is 20 foot for the fireball, but how far can he throw that?
The 20-foot radius, and does it give you any limitations on range? I'm sure it says
It
range.
does. It does. It does. Let me look it up. Don't worry about it. I won't use it. It seems to be a issue right now.
No. It's
so
fine if you use it.
I'm
I think
not going
you
to be
need to
using
know.
it.
The range of mine is 150.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's
his is throwing it.
you can a 60 feet
Oh.
throw.
Yeah, so he's just
Okay.
close enough that he could use it if he needed to.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. That way you're always out of range of your own spell. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, and it's a 60-foot or 20-foot radius spell. So even if you threw it the full, not that we need the metagame, but if you threw it a full 60 feet, you're still going to get 80 feet out worth of fire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we got some setup there. Kay, I think we have a shot of Kay, just in case you want to see your precocious perch. I don't know. No? Oh, we don't. Never mind. My bad. She's hidden. On a building. Trust us.
I am at least, whether I'm on the top floor or like if I'm on the roof or something, I want to lay down so it will be less visible up there.
Okay. Yeah. So you're laid down. You have cover, 50% cover, and which is and advantage to your saves or to your stealth. Which reminds me, since you want to be stealthy, why don't you roll a stealth check at advantage? Find out how stealthy you are.
I am 24 stealthy.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Now, when I last checked, you also gave descriptions to everybody of the two people. However, you see them actually in the crowd. They are watching. These two monks are watching from the crowd. They did have representation, I guess. You see them kind of file in. Their names are checked at the list. They obviously have seals that are approved, and they come in.
These are the monks we met on the road, or these are the monks?
These monks we met on the road.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Now, let's see. Oh, yes. Important things that I have forgotten to do. It is still a miserably snowy day. The sleet's a little bit less, perhaps, than before, but not really.
As far as we know, is there any kind of magic dampening that they've put in this area?
No magic dampening. The only thing they've put in there is the Timothy put the wards on the walls, so when people jump over, it will stun and deafen everybody who tries to jump over the walls.
From either side?
From either side. However, that was a little point of contention, so after talking with him, you are named people on the cast, so you can pass through. You,
Okay.
all 6 of you could pass over that if you needed to. Okay. All right. Then let's get this event on the way. I think.
Roll for initiative.
Are you all ready?
Don't forget your shield. Don't forget your shield, Lagarto.
My shield's up and going.
Oh, I love it. And then they pull out Punxsutawney Phil. No. So yeah, no. The speech begins, and the content is all I'm not this person as an orator. So, but in the beginning, he does talk about. He says, not to worry. Some of you may have heard that there was a breach at our keep back home. Nothing to worry about. Everyone is safe. Only personal effects were ruffled through. And that does that sends a little bit of a wave of alert to Patrick, Timothy. So that might be the first time they've heard.
Is that one we already knew about?
That is not one that you had already known about.
Okay.
Either.
We've been around several breaches lately.
Yeah, that's true.
And who said this?
This is the speaker, the first speaker. Oh, I should mention. I'm sorry. This is not super relevant, but probably fairly important. So first, Timothy goes up and introduces both his superior at the Church of Apara, and then thanks everyone for the event and for being willing to change venues at the last minute, deal with the higher security that they're having to put in place. Thank everyone for their patience. Mention also that they have a special greeting session afterwards where you can where they will talk one-on-one with the speaker if if you stick around and have specific questions that want to be answered about anything that they talk about. And then introduce the speaker as Darius Greenridge. At this point, you haven't had any name introduction of them. And thanks, Darius, for their travel in.
Is this the guy that the people we met on the road mentioned coming to see?
Yes.
The same name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if I got it wrong, I think I didn't, but if I got it wrong, I apologize. But yeah, it's the same name. So they're here to see this speaker. Darius thanks Timothy, and then Timothy gets back off the stage. Timothy is observing outwardly all the walls and all the wards. Pat is very kind of, he's monitoring the gate and looking at, looking a little bored, to be honest. He was just checking people in. This isn't his kind of thing, I guess. He really likes being in the scroll and in the woodwork. But then they start talking. And Kay, you're a long ways away, and this is in particular not one of the things. What's your passive perception? 22?
It is 22.
Okay. So, as the dialogue is going on, hey, from up there, you're looking around, and you notice that this speaker has a book on them, has a couple of satchels, a bag. You notice something, not immediately, but at some point about the cover of the book. The cover of the book from far away from where you're at looks familiar to you in a way. You're not really sure. It does strike a chord of something you've seen.
Okay. Does it have like a title on it? Does it have some kind of symbol or artwork on the cover?
It does have a symbol. It seems like can you have, I don't, my vocabulary is failing me. Like concentric diamonds? You can't. Can you have concentric diamonds? Is that a thing? I don't know.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of make a mental note of that for later. I don't really want to lose concentration on what I'm doing right now to try to remember where I've seen that from, but I will look into it later.
Okay. Everybody, wait a minute, I gotta make a roll. Where's my pizza dungeon dice?
We ain't telling.
God. Wow. Okay, so is there anybody's passive perception down in the stage area that is lower than a 10?
No.
I didn't think so.
14.
All of you see a very unstealthy, I mean, the crowd is moving about. They're not just stationary, but near you, Gooseneck, one of those monks that you had seen on the way in has moved up to the stage and is getting like very close. But what you notice
Road
is
monks?
the road monks. I like that. What you notice is they're not fixated, all of you notice this, that are down near the stage. They're not fixated on the speaker, they're fixated on the speaker's book.
Okay.
Is he? Is he?
I was just sick. Go ahead.
Bobby?
Is he reading from the book, or does he just have it on his person?
So he just has it on his person. Yeah, he just has it on his person.
And so one of the road monks just came up closer towards the edge of the stage.
Yeah, when
right
they
there
got
next to him.
Yeah, when they got that close, you can tell that their eye line is not looking at the speaker's face. It's looking at the speaker's book, like, oh, what is? it's very, examining it for sure.
Okay.
And this
can I-
book is strapped to his body.
Yes, it is strapped to his body. It's got it's got a binding around it, like that wraps it like a little neat package, and then that package goes over, has a piece of cloth that straps it in around their belt, not necessarily their body, so it's kind of strapped hanging from their belt.
I'm going to sidle up to the road priest and lean over to him and say, "That's a pretty interesting book he's got there, isn't it?"
Yeah. Just a passive insight of horrible. You can just notice immediately. He looks a little bit startled. So yes, it is. Yes. Gujul. I'm sorry, we met you. Yeah. Yes, it's very interesting.
Gooseneck.
Is this the younger guy or the older guy that we met? Sorry.
This is the younger guy.
Okay.
I forget which one did we see? Did we see tattoos on both of them, or just the older one?
I think in the end you forced the situation to see tattoos on both of them. I don't remember, but
I remember right. That's correct.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Okay. I'm gonna say, I noticed you were eyeing it very carefully. What's your interest in this man's tome?
Oh, that's just, it's not an Aparian text, so I was very interested in why he would carry it. That's all. Huh.
It's not an apparent text. What kind of text is it? Do you know?
I'm not sure. He's leaning over. I'm not sure. That's what I was interested in.
What do you think it is?
Make a persuasion check, Gooseneck.
Can I see Gooseneck talking to this guy?
Yeah, absolutely. You can all see it. You can all see him interfacing with him.
I'm going to make sure and focus my attention on the other road monk.
Oh, okay.
19.
19 persuasion. Okay. Well, it could be. Well, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's a very, very, very long time ago. I thought I saw. I thought I saw this in a book studied as an arcane symbol, not divine at all.
Arcane symbol.
Yes, like a name. Yes, so that's all. It was interesting to see this. He's looking at you, Gooseneck. Do you speak any? What are your spoken languages? What are your languages?
Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't recognize it being a symbol from anything necessarily. And anybody up front there? No. Okay. So you don't recognize it as part of a language, but he's implied it is.
Okay. Is he? I'm just curious. His general disposition. I know you said he was kind of taken aback, a little nervous. Is his demeanor or his disposition? Is he? Can I gauge him at all in terms of what his? What he's? I'm looking at him, studying him. What's? Is he looking at it like he's going to jump for it, or is he gonna? Is he just nervously kind of looking at it, studying it? What's he doing?
Make an insight check.
Which way is the older monk looking?
The older monk is
Natural 20 plus 4, 24.
24, wow. So I will tell you what that is in a moment. The older monk is, he seems to be engrossed in the speech.
Okay.
24. So he looks really good. So he looks very nervous, like he's doing something he's not supposed to, and he's going to get caught. It looks like he's thinking this is, he's sweating. You can see that, you can see not just beads of sweat, but little bits of it trailing down. I don't need to remind you, it is snowing outside. Gooseneck is keenly aware of the temperature, and this monk is sweating nervously.
Mhm.
When you're up close, you can really see it. You can almost smell the fear from him.
I'm gonna put my arm around him, and I'm gonna say, "Let's go over here and talk to some of the other Aparan priests." I'm gonna guide him back away, or no, I'm gonna guide him over to. Oh gosh, I don't know, who should I guide him to.
Let me point, just in case everybody, again, this is Patrick, this is Timothy, this is the head of the Aparan church. Those are your main officials that are in
Okay,
there.
yeah, let's go over. Let's just guide him back to Timothy and the leader here.
Okay.
Just gonna put my arm around him casually and just kind of steer him back around.
Okay, he lets you. It's awkward. He's fumbling a little bit in his steps. And he says, "Oh, yes, of course.
Where is the older priest in the crowd?
So the older priest is near the back. You can see him right. Oops, I'm kicking stuff. Here.
Okay, I thought that's who it might be, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna present him to. Well, is Timothy's the one that's in charge of the security, or
yeah. Timothy's been
okay? Yeah, let's take him over to Timothy and okay. I noticed our friend here has a very keen interest in the in Darius's tome that's on his belt, and he says it's some sort of arcane thing, and he seems to be acting very nervous, a little nervous in the service, I'd say.
Really?
So maybe he can explain it better to you than I. Let's jab him a little bit and prompt him to talk to Timothy while I just kind of menace over him.
So let's see. From this angle, from what you're looking at, fathom a disadvantaged perception check. As you're kind of looking, you mentioned you asked which one was the older gentleman.
That would be 10.
10. Okay. For a moment, Gooseneck puts his arm around him, sort of drags him back. Let's see how I roll. Okay. You see a flash, sort of like this young monk's hand sort of slips out of his robe real quick, and you see a flash of skin that looks purposeful, but I don't know, maybe something was itching or scratching, or it just strikes you as a little odd, but doesn't really look to you. You don't know what happened, but something strikes you as a little odd. As Gooseneck it's right after Gooseneck sort of put his arm around him and yanked him over, and you'd expect someone to, I don't know, maybe signal for help or get nervous or something like that. You feel like something happened. And then you see Gooseneck walk him over and have a brief little chat with Timothy, and Timothy sort of leans over and starts talking to this young monk.
I will message Gooseneck that I think he did something with his arm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Which way is the old guy
Okay.
looking?
A disadvantaged perception check. I know you're paying very close attention to him, Corncob, but you weren't necessarily privy
So
to the message.
I'm going to look back towards where we came from. Do I notice any? Did he drop anything? Did he throw
14.
anything towards the stage?
You did not drop anything. You see nothing left behind at all. And
Is there
Corncob,
like could people have tattoos that they activate? Like we know they have tattoos. Would I be
you
aware
have
of
heard of
something?
magical tattoos before. The only thing you've read on them is you can imbue them with magic, much like any sigil or glyph. So, in theory, yes. Corncob, you got a 14 on that?
Yep.
Okay. For just a moment, this older monk's eyes did dart over to the younger one. As Gooseneck was, it doesn't seem unnatural necessarily. I mean, this big lizard folk just went up to his partner, grabbed him, around the neck, jovially or kindly, and then walked him over to the head of security. So during that, the older monk glanced over for a couple beats to kind of get a read of the situation, and then snapped their attention right back to the speaker.
I'd like to take 2 steps forward
Okay.
and 1 step off to the left.
Okay. Your left or the
Like-
camera left?
To the outside, not toward the bridge, the other way.
Okay.
So I'm a little more in line with the older guy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So. Of course, everything I mentioned here, if you're all of you are watching intently, it's part of your job. So you see all the motions of people. You just don't hear like any of the messages or see any of the little things. But you all know that Gooseneck put his arm around one of the monks, walked him over. This stuff's all quick knowledge to you. And you know when Corncob's moved over to look at something. Okay. However, so we're going to go, K's passive is 22. Everybody else roll advantage on your perception check because you're close. Roll an advantage perception check. You, Joel.
Boom, that one. Corncob gets a 13.
Over the 13.
I also have a 13.
I got a 21.
I rolled a 21. A natural 20, 21. My advantage roll was a 19 and a 20. Oh man, that means I've just shot everything.
Wow. Okay. 21's on the top
might
row.
be important. Might be a good
Abram.
time to have done it.
23.
23. Okay. So the mark you needed was 20 and above for this. Kay sees it. Abram sees it. Pugh sees it. Gooseneck sees it. The old man leans the old monk, leans just a little bit forward, just slightly enough, right, that you notice. His hand sort of comes down and swoops out, and his lips move. Lip reading is quite a skill, one that would benefit Kay if she was not at the angle she was for his robes. I think the only people that saw anything that this maybe. What languages do you speak, Pugh?
I speak Common, Gnomish, and Sylvan.
Okay, Abram, what languages do you speak?
Common, Deep, Elvish, Giant, Goblin, and Orc.
Whoa, that's quite a lineup.
Wow.
I get for favorite enemy, I get their languages.
Oh, nice. No, you don't recognize any of the lip movements, which, I don't know, could be a little bit more suspicious. But the old man has said something, leaned forward, made a small gesture.
I'm going to start
Would it
approaching
be
him.
Would it be commensurate with casting a spell?
Yes. Yeah. That could be a spell. Corn cob. What is your passive perception?
14.
Okay. At this point in the speech, you hear the orator talking about adventures that they were on in their youth, places they'd seen, and items they'd found, and sort of shakes his staff that's in his hand, and pats the book on his side as claiming as items of discovery. Corncob just to the left of you, just like almost in the middle of the gazebo. This tiny little breach in the air. It's absolutely magical, but it's almost indistinguishable from some of the I don't know, depending on your angle, but there is a breach that looks like the beginning of, I mean, you've seen summoning spells and you've cast summoning spells thanks to your elemental summoning, and it resembles that, but it's slightly different. Right in the middle of this gazebo to your feet, and no one that you know cast it.
How far away from me is the speaker?
10 feet and you can touch him. 15 feet you could be in his arms.
Okay, I am going to sprint forward 15 feet and tell the guy he needs to follow me.
What? What?
Just do it. Follow me off the stage.
Okay. He looks over quickly at Lerdethian, who nods. She's sort of been following along with your movements, as all of your movements as well in this, paying attention as well. She nods. So there's a slight pause where he checks with Lerdethian, and then he follows you off the stage. The crowd sort of has a collective bit of discontent. No one really knows what's happening. They're wondering what's going on.
If I can catch
May
Gooseneck's eye, I'm going to gesture back with my head to the center of the gazebo.
Okay. You
As-
can get
as-
yes, Bobby.
As they leave the gazebo, I'll step forward into the spotlight and catch the crowd of the attention with a charming performance.
Okay. You step forward. You begin.
Yes.
So like center, not quite center of the gazebo, or center of the gazebo, or where?
Where
Where he was
wherever
speaking from?
the speaker was. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh no! How about
How far
Pugh?
away is Pujol away from this? Yeah, this rift that's opening.
Well, it's opening behind him, but only really Corncob has said it. However, as you begin to step off stage, and
But Pujol saw me run by and get the
Yes.
guy off stage.
yeah,
Okay.
Pugil saw you run by, grab him. Pugil steps up, pulls out his harp to entertain, and I need you to all roll initiative.
Woo!
I bet you the rift is full of thousands of adoring fans of Pugh.
Pugh saw a stage and he couldn't resist.
If it isn't yet, I mean, if it isn't now, it soon will be.
Huh. Pugil, what was your initiative?
21.
Gooseneck,
17.
Corncob,
18 for Corncob.
Abran,
13.
Fathom.
Also 21. So I guess you need to know my decks.
No, I just go from top to bottom. Okay.
17.
Okay. Joel. You have gotten into place. You've pulled out your harp and you begin playing a song. You catch Corncob. It's your turn, by the way. And at the beginning of your turn, you catch Corncob making a motion and a nod to the center of the stage, which is behind you as you've stepped past it. Your turn.
I'm going to. I'll glance over my shoulder to see what he's indicating. See if I can see anything specific.
Yeah,
but if I've had long enough, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
If I've been performing a sufficient amount of time, I'm going to try charming these road monks with my you know what I mean, my bard charmy thingamabob.
Your bard charmy thingamabob. I like it.
And yeah, enthralling performance.
Okay. The young one turns enthralled. The old cantankerous one is not enthralled.
Too bad.
Too bad for him. Okay. And then you glance back to see if you can see what's going on, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you look back, make a perception check at advantage because you know something's got to be going on. He wouldn't have pointed it out for nothing.
A 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, let me see where we are at this thing. Yeah, that's probably close enough. So yes, you look back with the 12, you see a wave of magic starting to form, like a little bubble in the middle. It's something about it inside you, like very deep inside, is terrifying. It doesn't terrify you, but
well, if it scares Pugil,
you have that feeling, sort of that loose bladder feeling of fear.
Uh-oh.
Is that different from his normal condition?
That is different from his normal condition. That is different from his normal condition. Yeah, and you look back and you see this magic fear sort of growing behind you.
Well, it's fortunate I'm a professional. My performance continues unabated.
All right. Sorry, you have enthralled the young one.
Very good.
Fathom.
So I didn't see the magic thing.
You're not aware of the magic thing. You're only aware that.
But I do see a lot of people moving around. I think I'm going to get a little closer to the action.
Yeah, and you see Corncob has escorted the speaker off the stage, which is a clear sign that something's going on.
I don't want to be right in the thick of it, but I want to move off the bridge closer to it, since Abran's still on the bridge too.
Okay. You can sort of take your normal movement to hop off one end of the bridge. Let me just sort of swap the focus here real quick for you. So see you in the far right there. You've hopped off the corner of the bridge, and you're looking you have a little bit of. I think you could get about that far in one move.
Am I 30 feet away from the old man? The old monk?
No, you're about 50 feet away from. He's been ushered forward a bit.
What about the young one?
You're about 40 feet away from him.
And since I don't know that anything's coming, I can't really hold my action for when it shows up, I don't think.
It makes it tough. You can hold your action and say if X happens, if I see a threat, I can do this to the threat. You can do that.
Okay. If I see a threat, I will. What is the best thing to do then? I will ready Eldritch Blast if I see something that's obviously a threat.
Okay. Ready Eldritch Blast. Got it. Corncob, it's your turn. You've pulled him off
First,
stage.
I'm going to yell, something evil is forming in the center of that gazebo. I'm going to, what is this? There's a cherry tree or something. And then there's a guy behind it holding something up. I can't quite see.
Do you mean this tree right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy over here closer to the
right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the. So it's she looks like a cleric representative from another church.
Okay. So I'm going to yell. I'm going to try to steer the speaker over here to the corner by the priest, I think, and this men of arms guy.
Okay, yeah, by Pat that's taking entry. Yeah, he's
right. And then I'm going to say, I don't know what's happening, but I think it has something to do with his book or him.
Okay. Whoa, so everybody.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon.
But I'm just going to put it up right now. I'm not going to do anything with it.
Okay. Let me get a. Really have anything appropriate right here near me. Okay. But as a bonus action, you're gonna cast spiritual weapon. Where? I mean, it still appears in a location of your choosing.
I'll put it right there at the edge of the gazebo.
Okay. I'm going to use this sword at the moment because that's what I have.
I'm still not sure if I have to steer it into a road monk or a horrible entity from the alternate universe.
Yeah. Sidney is switching it out with a hammer. Okay.
Good. That's fine.
All right. Everybody sort of looks down, looks over at the book. The old man looks extremely focused on on Pugh, exactly where the spot where the speaker was before. And at that point, you all realize, well, maybe you don't all realize, Kay, maybe a couple others realize that he's just appears to be extremely focused there. He's peripherally paying deep attention to something that he's not paying any attention to at all. And he's, for those that know that rift is opening, that is where his real focus is. All right. It is Gooseneck's turn.
I'm going to chop this older priest. Charge him, chop him.
Wow. Okay. I like it. No waiting. Okay.
No waiting. Charge him, chop him.
Charge him, chop him. Got it.
17. Is that it?
So you have what appears to be a perfect swing. It looks unerringly like it's going to work. And then you see his eyes just in mid-swing, they like gleam just a little bit. And you didn't roll a 17. You rolled a 3.
Ow!
And it sort of
Okay.
whiffs by him. I have to say it like that. Sorry. Yeah, it was very disconcerting because you knew you had a good beat on him, but then all of a sudden, after his eyes gleamed, just Gooseneck whiffed
Just missed.
for no reason.
Okay. Can I was just say, can I try again?
Don't you get, you get 2 attacks at your level, right?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
try again. 13.
So that swings and it hits, it strikes this magical barrier. It reminds you an awful lot of, you've seen Fathom cast something like this from time to time.
Okay. But does it do any damage?
It does not do
No
any
damage?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm I guess that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm struggling with I saw that. Okay. Charge and attack. Yeah, and he hardly paid you attention to do that. Kay, you see this unfolding before you. It's your turn.
I am going to try to shoot the old monk in the back.
All right.
Now I have a short bow. The range on that is 80 or 320. So I'm assuming that this is going to be a long range shot and I'm at disadvantage or something.
Nope. You're right at 80. You were 100 from the speaker, and this person's 20 foot back from there.
Okay.
Because Gooseneck's there, does that count as flanked for her flanking?
It counts as she gets her sneak attack. Yeah.
Vandaladian.
I rolled a 13 to hit.
It also just sort of hits a barrier on him and careens off with the 13.
Okay.
Do you? No, you don't. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Abran from the bridge. You see this all happening.
How far am I away from this whole scene?
You're about 80 feet from Gooseneck and them. You're about 60 feet from Pugh.
Well, with my well, I was stroking my new necklace, but I decide now's not the time. So I will unleash. I'm going to unleash a couple arrows at Grandpa Road Monk.
Okay.
First one is, how about a 29 to hit?
A 29 does hit. Yes.
Okay, and then so it'll do hopefully 12 points of damage. Because he hasn't been injured yet, right?
He is not. It pierces right through this sort of gleam next to him and strikes him directly. 12 points of damage. Okay.
Go Abran. Right. Go Abran.
And I'm gonna hit him again, hopefully with another arrow. This time it's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
And since he is damaged this time, 13 plus 7, 20 points of damage.
20. Okay. All right. Excuse me. I need to make a concentration check.
Yeah, hopefully you disrupted that.
I made my concentration check. So he just sort of and just keeps. Now his hands are almost lift up from his robes. They're not out in front of him, but you can see him sort of come up a little bit, and he is making intricate gestures. Everybody in front of him can see he's making some intricate gestures.
Somebody should tackle him.
Does that include the
I
speaker's
thought
guard?
about that.
The speaker's guard, it does include what you have. So when you look back, if you look at her, since you've kind of focused on her, you glance over at her, and she's reached down to her belt in this time. She's leaned forward, reached down to her belt, and has swung up a potion and is knocking it back for some reason. You're not sure what. And now we're at. Okay. So, top of the round. This portal sort of opens in the middle of it. Pugil, you're there. You're safe. You're not going to take damage from this, but
Yet.
the gazebo sort of busts apart.
Wow.
As the size bits of the roof sort of come down. I'm just going to use this to represent different area things. And
damn, that was my favorite gazebo too.
it was a very nice gazebo. And you see a gate open up into a realm of chaos that you have visited before.
Who has?
You have all visited.
We have.
It looks a
Funguses?
little bit
no.
too much like that hell that you visited, that hell plane. And this gate is open, and you can visibly, Gooseneck up there in the front, you can visibly see the old man relax a little bit and almost, if you didn't know any better, if you were more familiar with the way these humans worked, you think that was a smirk just at the corner of his mouth. And he looks suddenly peaceful and a little bit serene. And now it is
As I chop his head off.
turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Pugil's turn. Oh,
well, shucks.
You're on top of this. The stage just sort of buckled a little bit. It warped. Bits of the roof fell off. The opening of the portal bubbles just ripped off the roof, and it slid it off to the sides.
Just zip it up like a tent flap, Pugil.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get to go before he got his mission accomplished, but apparently that's not going to work. I'm going to hop down and get away from the portal,
Okay.
and I'm going to. Where's the young guy?
The young one is here, and the old one.
Okay. I am going to move towards the young guy, who is charmed by me.
Enthralled, yeah.
And I'm going to tell him, the lizard has lost his mind. Save yourself. So try to convince him to not do anything but move away from this episode.
Oh, okay.
And the old guy's no longer doing any kind of casting at all. He's just smirking.
Not that you can see.
All right. I am going to cast protection from evil on Gooseneck.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey.
What does that do?
It will evil crap. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, and you get savings throw advantage on those savings throws.
Cool. Thanks, Pugh. I
You're
have a
very
feeling
welcome.
I'm going to be needing that.
So did
right.
I.
Fathom, it's your turn.
So we don't see anything coming through the portal right now, just kind of the general scenery behind it.
You see movement on the other side of the portal. Yeah, a dark shape.
All right, well, I'm going to try this. Maybe weird. I'm going to cast darkness on the floorboard right beside the portal.
Cool.
So whatever
Ooh.
comes through can't see anything.
Okay, and you all can't see it. Well, you can, Fathom, right? You can. You have.
No, I don't know if I can see through it.
Oh, you don't get the devil's sight, the magical darkness. Okay.
Disoriented. I mean, we know something's coming through and
Oh
roughly
yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming.
Okay. Well,
But
we were going to
now
put a
they don't
camera
know
on
where they
whatever it
is.
was, but now it's darkness. Here.
Oh.
Here, Justin, go to camera 2. That's what we see. Okay.
Well, if you can't see where we are, you can't get us.
No, right. That's a good point.
My theory.
That's a good theory.
Everybody zigzag.
Yeah. Musical chairs.
All right, Fathom. Okay, so you made darkness. Now, what happens is, let's see. There go that. The young person turns to you, Pugh, and goes, "Oh yes, oh no, we wouldn't want that." And he does begin to sort of take off towards the gate. Pugh, he's sort of running towards you, or Corncob, he's running towards you, by you, not really sure what. He's sort of running to get out after Pugh told him something.
Okay.
And then
He's running towards the gate.
Yeah. And then the older gentleman kind of looks over at you, Gooseneck, and says, "It's too late, my friend." And he reaches out a hand towards you. And that is a horrible 10 to hit you.
Nope. And
Okay.
a swing and a miss.
You see this sort of necrotic flare as he just, it's this old man is just very casually, like shaking a hand, a very natural movement, reaches out his hands towards you. This necrotic flare strikes the shield spinning around you and just almost creates a dark, liquid, leeching bubble of evil energy around you for a moment that flares up and then goes down. But his gestures were so calm, relaxed about this. And he's just got a smile on his face. It's the best thing in the world, and you deserve it.
I'm going to wipe that smile right off his face. When it's my turn, of course.
Right. At the moment, though, it's Corncob's turn.
How far from the edge of the wreckage is the old man?
25 feet.
Good. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and use a 3rd level guiding bolt on the young guy.
Okay.
With a 19. And so that's
a good
66.
strike.
$19 on the young guy.
Yeah, just as he's reaching out, you see him reaching out as he's running by the speaker like he was going to grab for the book. And then you hit him square in the back. How much damage do you do?
19.
Oh, okay. A 19
And
a
then
19?
he's
Okay.
lit up. Oh, wait, did someone hurt him already?
No.
Okay, then he's lit up. Then I'm going to move on my bonus action. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon over and try to whack that old man.
Oh, okay.
So what do I have to do? Oh, it's a melee attack. Okay. So that's an 18.
That does strike the old man.
And that's not that much really, but 13 points with my spiritual hammer.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Corncob?
That's all I can do, I think, right now.
Okay, Gooseneck, you are protection from evil. Your turn.
All right. I'm going to go into a rage, my bonus action. And I want to let's zap the old man with my lightning aura, which is a DC 13.
Failed.
Oh, goody. Full damage. 4 points.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we'll take it. And I'm gonna whack him with my axe. 24.
Hit.
And I do 14 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
Still standing?
He is.
I'm gonna hit him
He's
again.
tough.
Spry old guy.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Plus 7,
Nice.
27. And let's see, we got 7, 11, 4, 15, 19 points of damage.
Oh, he is still standing, however. After that. But he looks quite hurt. All right. That's it for you then, Gooseneck?
Yep.
Kay, from up on your rooftop position.
So I want to start fiddling with the lenses on my goggles of see all the things, and at least try to keep an eye out for anything that decides to come through that portal that is invisible or otherwise hidden, or if these things have lenses that can actually penetrate that magical darkness that Fathom put up, that would be good too.
I think that thing was pretty souped up, so it can penetrate the magical darkness. Once you take an action to flip that last little lens down in there, you see something emerging from it. You see a giant wing sort of pushing out of the darkness.
Oh.
Well, no one else sees it, just you, Kay, up there.
Just me and my little bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that took you it took you a bit to sort of hone in on and see.
Yep. So I'm just gonna shout down that there's a big honking demon that just came through that gate.
Okay.
All right. Who do we blame?
Abran? Wait, who do we blame?
Yeah. Who sculpted that?
Bobby.
Bobby did, not me this time.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
Alas, it is mine.
Okay, so it's my turn now.
Mhm.
I can't see the demon. Could I hear what Kay had to say? 'Cause I'm pretty far away.
I mean, she shouted it. So yeah, you make a perception check. Normal perception check. Just get a 10 total and higher.
No, I had a 9.
Okay, you heard her say something, and
Okay.
but you're not sure what it was.
All right, so not knowing that, my aim, my thought, my intention was to shoot the old guy again anyways.
Okay.
So the first one is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And he's already taken damage, so 14 points of damage on the first one.
All right.
And second one is a 24 to hit with 9 more points of damage.
Okay. So the old man collapses at your feet, gooseneck, with an arrow, with two of Abran's fletchings sticking out of his chest.
Hey, like them apples, Smiley.
Might as well take care of one so he can focus on the big guy.
Is that it for you, Abran?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so top of the round, all of you, as you turn back, you see this globe, which is it's a 20-foot. It's how big is the globe? 20-foot diameter.
The darkness, it's a 15-foot radius, so not
Radius.
diameter, radius, and then that gets math. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, it holds it. There's the whole area of what the gazebo was is sort of in darkness, but you hear this sort of crunching step out of it, and you hear the sort of thick, leathery flap of dragon-sized wings. And that's middle of the game. That's where we need to take a break. That's where we need to get up and walk around and stretch, everyone.
So,
before we stop, can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Where I can't see where did the young guy get the book from the
No,
he's over by me.
No, while he was reaching for it, he got a guiding bolt in the back of the shoulder blades and sort of knocked him off balance.
So he failed to get it, but he's reaching for it.
He was, but now he's more just trying to take breath. He wasn't hit very much, but
He might be dead next round.
He doesn't seem to be
Things
as
work out the way I want
sturdy
to.
as the older gentleman. He looks like he's already on death's door. And
He seems like a loose end. We don't want any loose ends before we die.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So everyone, we'll be back in like 15 minutes tops. We'll try for a little shorter. We'll see, but we're all going to get up, stretch, get a drink of water, go to the restroom, all those things we're supposed to do for an hour and a half. See you all in a little bit. Welcome back. We've had our break, we've had our rest, we've refilled our drinks. And now, back to combat, top of the round. Kay saw this demonic, fiendish creature emerge from the gate. No one else can see because it's covered in darkness. And at that point, it is now Pugil's turn.
First thing I need to do is unmute my mic.
Ah,
Better roll for that.
Next thing I need. Okay. Well, apparently I failed.
Okay.
I will. I guess I want to. If this big booger comes out of the darkness, I want to cast Wall of Thorns on it. But
How
can I
many of
wait
us
until I
actually
see
see
it?
the big demon or know it's there?
only
One.
Kay.
Okay.
But she
we
screamed out
didn't
about
hear.
it.
You heard
Yeah, I
something.
know.
We
No, I
didn't.
know she screamed out about it, but so there I don't have a visual target.
Yeah.
Well,
so
then I could go ahead and cast Wall of Thorns around the sphere of darkness. So if it comes out of the sphere of darkness, it
Yeah.
gets hammered.
absolutely.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Get some thorns here for you.
Yeah, if Kay thought it was if Fathom thought it was too horrible for us to see, it has to be pretty bad.
Fathom's just protecting you all. All right, so these
Um,
thorns pop up. What were you going to say, Pugil?
the now I was also aware that the attention the young guy was giving to the book, and so I'm going to move towards the speaker. And as
Okay.
I leave, that's Timothy that's next to me, right?
Yes.
Okay. As I move away from Timothy, I'm going to tell him and just keep speaking. It appears the target is the book. I'm thinking the target is the book. I'll make sure Timothy can hear me and the speaker can hear me when I get closer to him.
Okay. They
I have said similar things.
They do hear you and they nod.
Okay.
In affirmation. Right. And then you continue to head on towards the younger
To
one?
the speaker.
Okay. Yeah, to the speaker. Okay. All right, Pugil. It is Fathom's turn.
You're trying to figure out what to do.
It is. Check what angles are available.
I'm going to ask Abran if he wants me to cast Fly on him and hold my action until. I'll walk over there, but I'll hold my action until he replies. So I prepared Fly to cast on Abran if he wishes that.
Okay. And you're by a tree right now, off of the bridge. You're going to walk back to the bridge in Abran?
I will walk back to the
You'll
bridge.
walk back. Okay.
Abram the fighter bomber.
I know. He's going to fly.
Well, maybe I'm going to take a tree with me.
Yeah, apparently. You can get about... I'm going to really gently pan this so you can see how far you got with old Abran. Look, if it would be a pleasant day any other day without demons coming out of portals. Okay. All right. Fly. And okay. So this young monk hops the wall boom. And when he does, it just spreads out, and this glow goes boom, in like a small radial sphere from the point where he put his hand and reached over the top of the wall. Within it, you hear this subdued sort of concussive blast. And you watch the monk fall down on the other side, unconscious looking.
Wink.
Oh man, that's what we should have done: is knock the old guy into the wall.
I think I have to knock him
Well,
over the wall.
we weren't told that particular force had been deployed on this wall.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah.
Not that. We didn't think it was going to knock people out, did we?
Stunned and deafened is what they.
Oh,
told you
stun
to
and
do.
deafen. Okay, so he's okay.
But
Well, and he's probably not as tough as the old guy.
yeah, and he was injured quite a bit too. Still.
Yep.
He's a noob.
But he is breathing. Okay, so he hopped over the wall.
So far.
Yes, so far. You hear just a chuckle. It is like a gleeful, I don't care kind of chuckle emanate from within the darkness, and out of the darkness, centered right on you, Gooseneck. From the darkness to you is this launching little pea of fire that emanates in this huge radial blast as it hits the ground near you. Not really
dang it,
at,
Abram.
not really at you, but it was just out in that direction, wherever they heard movement or something. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Now, do I get advantage since it's protection from evil? Is this evil?
That's on. Ooh, that's a great. I don't think you get it on your saving throw. Maybe. Let me check this out real quick.
Let me check.
I'm just sad because I honestly don't know.
I'll let Fathom. I'll let Ron.
Oh wait, I have advantage on dex against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So I would get it regardless.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see the little.
You get
pea.
advantage.
I can see the flame.
You get double advantage.
Specific
All right, here
saving
we go.
throws, but not that.
Okay.
16.
So you were not able. The violence of this blast is more than you've encountered before on a fireball.
Nope.
You were not able to dodge out of the way of it.
Good thing I have my ring on.
You take
Right.
24 points of fire damage.
Boom.
If there's a way to half that or something, then it's halved. But if there's not,
I don't think.
unless
No.
no, you'd have to be a
Bludgeoning.
bear.
Yeah.
When I don't know this part of the rules,
Mhm.
I have a reaction I can use. When can I use that? I have a dampen elements reaction.
You could use it at right now. You can use it on any.
And I'm going to attempt to dampen the damage from the fire on
Okay.
Gooseneck.
What do you have to do for that?
It's an opportunity attack reaction. When you or a creature within 30 feet takes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to grant resistance to the creature against that instance of damage.
It's exactly 30 feet from you, so yes. Use your
So,
reaction to grant
boom.
resistance. So you take
Please.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Good job.
Now go on, Corncob. What were you going to say? I interrupted you.
No, that's fine. I was just saying.
So
I
just
was
half
pretending to pray for it or whatever I have to do. I don't know.
half damage then, 12 points. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Corncob just
Thanks,
reaches
Corncob.
out, says a quick prayer under his breath, and all that
The
damage
smell
sort
of roast lizard is really gross. Yeah.
splits around you.
I don't know. It's making me kind of hungry.
Chicken.
Chicken.
That's why I had to dampen it.
Slita stacka.
And get. Nope. Okay. So that's all. Well, that's not all that happens. And then you all see as this creature steps through the thorns. So she's going to take damage as she does come through this thorn wall.
Oh my.
I'll just drop the darkness now since there's no point to it.
How much damage?
Really
You may
disorient her very much.
32 points.
32. Okay.
Good job.
It didn't. Yeah, she just launched it where she heard combat. And with fireballs, that doesn't matter a whole lot.
What about all the other people standing around? Did they take any damage?
They did. They absolutely did. That's a good point. I'm tracking it, but I need to visualize it for you. So, Gooseneck, the person next to you, drops possibly dead. This person that was running off this way still got clipped by it. Stumbles out, badly injured, but not dead. The head of the church was moving off to figure out what was going on with this book, since everyone said it's the target. Also got hit, not dead. Timothy went down.
Timothy.
Himself.
Oh no!
It was a big
Poor
fire.
Timothy.
Oh, Timothy. Usual, we need to rally the chicken shits song.
And right coming through the fire right after that, the guardian of the speaker is running past, takes a swing at this fiendish creature.
Good.
And then
Hopefully
keeps
doesn't
running
die.
to her prospective job and sort of puts herself between them. That swing at the creature just sort of kind of let him off balance enough that she couldn't get a good counter swing in as the guardian ran by. So that's kind of what happened around you. The old man was almost in the middle of the fireball and is on fire. His clothing is on fire. Not made any motion to put it out because there's not much life left in that old man. You've taken that already. And then it is Corncob's turn.
My understanding was that we are on the list to not get stunned if we jump over that wall.
Correct.
Okay. Then the first thing I'm going to do is summon forth our water elemental.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to hop over the wall. And I'm going to whack that young guy with my spiritual weapon that's still floating around.
Okay.
Double tap.
Let's see. I don't know if I know where this water elemental is at, to be honest.
Ooh. Huh.
Why are we killing him rather than keeping him to interrogate him later?
Well, you can come over and keep him alive. I think he's a deficit. I think. Yeah, I don't think this is.
Let's kill him all.
I don't think it's good to leave him here. He's still trying to steal stuff.
I'm not confident that the rest of the town folks are helping us. They need to help us or die.
They're gonna wait. They need to help you against the horrible.
We might need something to
demon
feed to the demon too.
Well, some
We're
of
all
these
dead.
clerics
We're all
are
dead.
like guards, aren't they?
Yes, some of them are. Well, so there's some town guards. Some of the clerics are guardian-like for
We had
sure.
someone drink a potion, right?
Yeah, and then she ran by and gave a whack and put herself in between the speaker. You know that her
Okay.
main role is to protect that speaker. She will be
That's
very
fine.
damaging, but so I'm going to use this air creature, but where for the water
Okay.
creature? But where are you summoning it? You have a choice.
I'm going to leave him on the other side of the wall when I hop over. On the inside of
Where
the
do you-
compound.
Where do you
Yeah.
want the water creature to be? In front of me.
Yeah, I'll put him over by the lizard man.
Okay.
Yeah. Who painted the devil?
That was Trashorama.
Cool.
Good job,
job.
Trash.
So the prone guy takes 14 points of damage.
Oh, okay. All right. He might be fighting death after that.
Well, that's his tough luck.
Okay, overwall, elemental summon. The elemental's going to, I mean, as soon as you bring them in, they get to do what they're going to do. So, would you like to attack?
Yeah, I want him to attack anything that comes through that. Oh, is the guy out from behind the wall?
Yes.
Yeah,
She
he's
walked
out from
through the
behind the wall.
thorns.
Yeah, then I want him to attack the guy with the thing with wings.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
right.
what it is yet.
Roll your d20. I'll let you attack. 2 times.
Do I get my regular bonuses?
No,
I
it's
don't know
plus
how this.
7 is the bonus.
Okay, so I got a 10 and a 21.
The 21 hits. So that is 2d8 damage. I'm going to add a 4 to that too.
You're gonna add a 4 to it?
Yeah, 2d8 plus 4.
Cool. So that is 14 points.
Okay. Yeah, that water hits. 14 points. Okay. I got to track this. All right. And then
That's all I got right now.
okay. Well, that's good.
Oh, look at Kay.
Eventful round. Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
There's Kay. She's up there on the roof.
Ta-da.
She has been up there silently watching the whole time. Well, and shooting. It's
Suckers.
Gooseneck's turn. Yeah, she's not in the fire. I can say that. It's Gooseneck's turn at the moment, and then it will be Kay's. Gooseneck, you are down, like right beside the water
The demon?
elemental, and right in front of the demon. Yeah.
Okay. So as a water elemental, this creature is made entirely of water?
Yes,
correct?
100% water.
So since I can breathe underwater, can I just dive into it?
Yeah.
Don't go in my
Use it
water
kind of as
elemental. What are
protection.
you doing?
You've got your lizard in my water elemental.
Don't distract him.
Well, no, I'm thinking of it as a giant.
No, I
suit
know
of
what you're
water
doing.
armor.
But he's still going to
When she
move how
throws
he's
another
going to move. So
when she throws
may
another
leave you-
fireball at me,
no, it's fine. I think it's funny because I'm not sure I can control him to move around you like a suit
stay behind
of
him.
water. I can try.
How wide is the water? How wide is the water
that's-
elemental?
It's not very big.
Wide enough for it's a large size creature, so wide enough
Yeah.
for Gooseneck to get in. Yeah.
Or hide behind?
okay.
Or hide behind.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to step into the water elemental and whack the demon with my axe still if I can reach it.
Okay.
Is he going to
But I
hurt the water
can't.
element?
Lizard man with a floating shield standing inside a water elemental fighting a demon. See, no one ever paints anything like that. You don't see any illustrations like that.
Why not?
Well, there's your next sculpt right there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have
just
any
described
idea
it.
how to even start it.
Well, you need a challenge.
Okay, so can I actually hit this thing with my axe, or am I just going to?
No, go ahead. Hit it with your axe.
All right.
I like the you're water man, basically.
I'm water.
I suppose
Water
Iron
lizard.
Man. Water
Jesus lizard. All right. Oh, 18 plus 7, 25.
That's a hit.
And 8 plus 4 is 12 points of damage.
Okay. First attack.
Now let's try to whack her again. 13 plus 7, 20. Is that it?
It does.
All right. 7
Good
plus
job.
4, 11 points of damage.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else, Gooseneck? You stand, float
No, that's it.
before this. Okay. Kay, all right, Kay, it is your turn from your perch high up on the roof.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the demon.
Okay.
Shoot his eye out.
Shoot his
Her
eye
eye
out.
out.
Yeah, shoot her eye out.
I got a 12.
No, with all that water stuff sloshing around, that was not. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah. No, that was not.
Yep.
Okay. You have a good positioning up there, so it's up to you if you want to move or stay up there in that position.
I'm good where I am.
Okay. Abran, it's your turn.
You want to
Well,
fly?
I have this flying option presented to me. Can you explain a little bit of the mechanics of this flying option to me? How is it like just movement? Just in
Yeah,
all
have to
directions?
flap your
Feet at
arms.
60 feet.
So currently your move is 30 or 35 or something
35.
like that. Now your
35,
movement
yeah.
would be in any direction but 60.
60.
Okay.
And you can hover there in the air.
I can hover, and I could go back down and go back up, and all that stuff.
Yep.
You control it.
Okay.
It's not levitate. You control where you go.
For how long?
Just like the flying nun, you're the flying nun.
Up to 10 minutes as long as I'm concentrating. So if I lose concentration, you do fall.
Okay, let's have the flying Abran. Why not? I'm not missing out on this opportunity.
Nobody distract Fathom.
Keep an eye on Pugh.
I
That's
heard
all
your
I'm really
words,
worried
but
about.
it sounded like everybody distract Abran.
Yeah.
It did.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I will mark off that I cast that on you then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flying.
So I'm gonna go up. So I just have a really clean line of sight on. I'm gonna try to fly where I'm behind her.
Okay. Yeah, no
And
problem.
Arrow right to the back of the head.
I'm gonna plop her with an arrow. She has taken damage too. So, how about a 30 to hit with 5, 10,
Yes.
17 points of damage for the first one, and
Lord.
and then so another hit with 25.
That's
Sorry.
a hit.
And that 10 more points of damage.
Ever the orbiting missile platform.
Well, plus 12 does a lot of help.
Oh, okay. So, all right, yeah, you're in the air. You're
It's like an
flying.
angel with abs.
And
He's like
I love
like
that.
a predator drone.
Angel.
He's not like an angel. He's not like an angel at all. He's more like one of those creepy predator drones.
Well, if we got the gnome up there flying around with his harp, I think we could really put on a show for these folks.
Yeah.
I got one more fly.
So am I getting all fungused up?
Oh yeah. Your skin and Pugil's as well.
Another
as-
painting you've never
just-
seen.
Yeah, as this,
Yeah.
your skin sort of grows this coating of lichen, sort of out of where the hairs would be coming out of your skin. It like stands on in like goose pimples almost, right? And then sprouts out to lichen and covers your whole body with almost like a hardened shell.
That sounds like
do I?
Gosh.
So I know from past that I do extra damage. Am I ever able to tell? This is kind of metagaming, I guess, but am I able to tell that these blasts do even more damage than typical?
Yes. Yeah, you think so. It was the impact was unusually strong as they impacted into the back.
Can I, and then I can take a movement after my 2 shots, or no?
Well, no, because some of that was spent just getting next to Fathom so she could hit you with it and then getting over there.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. And that hurt, and she recognized how much that hurt.
I'm getting blown out of the sky. I knew it.
Yeah. She does turn to you and looks up, despite all those things around her, and kind of waves her. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe more interesting to me. So looks up at you and says a word. You don't know what the word is, but it just instinctually, arcanely sort of reaches into you and tries to grab you. Make a wisdom saving throw. Because of the boon, you are at advantage.
How about at 18?
It.
Oh, wait. Plus wisdom. That'd be a 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What? That you feel it reach in and sort of take hold of you. And I'm going to look. Okay. Yeah, so it seizes your whole body like a solid, unable to move or anything, and you begin to fall.
Oh, so it didn't last too long.
Well, it didn't stop the flight, but the flight is motioned by you necessarily. It's not like move here, stop, move here, stop. You're still flying, right? Magically against the gravity, and suddenly you can do nothing, completely paralyzed, and you begin to fall to the ground. And that kind of fall hits you for 8 points of damage. That is not resisted because that didn't come from this creature.
Sure, and since I'm seized up, there's no dexterity save or anything like that.
No, you're just on the ground. However, you can fly is still in your ability as soon as you can move again. Oh, and then she turns around back to you, Gooseneck, and doesn't have anything left to do. She's taking care of that pest behind her.
Pest? I can't show you pest.
Pugil, you have also noticed the skin sort of bust out in the coating of lichen. You feel sort of empowered against this creature. Everything you do is at advantage. Everything they do to you is at disadvantage.
I want to. I'm continuing to play my harp naturally since we're in combat,
Of course.
and I am going to provide bardic inspiration to Pugol, or to I'm Pugol, to Abran,
Oh.
and don't mock my antihistamine fog.
No, I was
Um,
again all these things that you can't paint.
Yeah. So I'm inspiring Abran, and I'm going to move over to the speaker and
Thanks,
tell
thanks,
him
Fungal Bro.
to. Uh, yeah, no problem. I'm going to tell him to deny the book to this hideous whatever that is, and I'm going to cast invisibility on the speaker.
Oh. And the speaker disappears.
Secure the book.
Okay.
The elf may perish, but the demon won't have the book.
I like it. Okay. That's very nice. Okay, Pugil. Look at that. It is Fathom's turn.
All right. If I walk straight, like towards that yellow tree, how far can I get? If I were to walk.
The yellow that's on the right of the screen.
Yes.
You could get about 10 feet from the tree with a normal.
Okay, so I'd be kind of parallel to her.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I will be parallel to her and bust out the wind fan. If she has wings, maybe it'll mess her up a little.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 10-foot wide, 60-foot long line of wind, and I'll try to aim it up a little so it's above the heads of people-sized things.
Okay.
So it says each creature that starts this turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from me, which she'll probably make that, but just in case. And then any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves while moving closer to me. It also affects flame. So unprotected flame can has a 50%. Well, no, it extinguishes candles, torches, and unprotected flames, but protected flames have a 50% chance of being extinguished.
Okay. All right. So
I'm hoping it'll mess her up a little somehow.
It sounds like it will. It'll also put out the remnants of that fireball that are lighting up the area. All right, wind fan. Move. Nice.
Since you can't fight fire with fire, I gotta
fight it with wind.
Gonna fight
around
fire with fire.
The Guardian.
We got every other element going now.
They're almost, huh? The Guardian of the speaker, seeing that the speaker is disappeared, overhearing that line from you, Pugil, sort of pulls out her axe and runs in, yelling at the demon, and makes 3 swings with their axe.
Wow.
Wow.
Great.
It looks like 2 of those swings hit, connected. And
I'm gonna have to talk to this lady after this fight.
All right, 3 swings. You're not doing 3 swings.
Okay. That is what she did, and then, this cleric that moved over this way, off to the edge of the screen. I'm not sure. Was that on? Yeah, just off the edge near this tree. Gooseneck, you feel you were injured a little bit, right?
Yep. 12 points.
Yeah, well, you get 14 back.
Nice. Thanks, cleric.
And then it is, and this creature has now realized that they come out into the middle of not easy for them where they thought it was going to be, perhaps.
A butt stomping.
Corn Cob, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at the demon.
Ooh.
I have another one of those. $16 plus 23.
That hits.
And that's a lot of these D6s. Oh, that's not very good. So 20 points on the Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use my spiritual weapon and whack it with my spiritual weapon. Say 22.
Unexpectedly from the side, your weapon lunges forward, striking at the demon solidly.
And 3, 7, 14. So 14 points from the spiritual weapon.
Wow. All right.
And then I guess I take a poke with my lizard-filled water elemental.
Your lizard elemental?
Whatever it is, can I control it even though it's around him?
You basically can. You don't have fine controls. You just say move here, move there, but wherever you tell it to move, it's gonna take Gooseneck with it. He's sort of
okay.
I'm
sorry,
swimming
Gooseneck.
inside.
I'm bringing you closer to the battle, but I'd like it to take a poke at him.
Okay, yeah. You can make 2 pokes.
That's fine.
2 attacks, plus 7 on your attacks.
First one was 11. That's probably not going to hit. Second one is 26.
Yes.
And is that still the 2d8 plus 4?
Yep, and that big clabbering bit of water, almost like it's in Gooseneck's hand, slaps down on her.
So that's 10, and so that's another 14 points.
Wow.
Good job.
Woo. No kidding. Okay.
I'm full offensive mode now. More offensive than ever before.
Yeah, with twice the offense.
Yep.
Offense with
even
prejudice.
more offensive.
Gooseneck, it's your turn from inside this.
All right. Well, let's try to hit her with my axe. 21.
Talk back.
21's a
Talk
hit.
back.
It's solid.
So that's 13 points damage. And another 21 for another 9 points of damage.
I just see
Good
that
job.
axe slashing out of the water element.
It's almost like a jello or an aspic of some kind.
It's like standing in front of a waterfall and an axe just comes out at you.
Like a lizard cocktail, like a shrimp cocktail sort of thing.
How much damage was that one, Gooseneck?
The second one was 9
Okay.
points of damage.
All right.
And why not? While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and use my zapper and see if I can't inflict a tiny little bit of static shock to her. So
did not save.
Dex DC 13. Did not save.
Oh
my gosh.
No, did not save.
6 points.
Holy moly.
Take that.
Now we have all the elements.
There you go. 6 points. All right. All right, Kay, from your perch up there.
I will shoot at her again.
Okay. There's one.
I got a 16 this time.
No, that did not solidly pierce her. It sort of bounces off the hide,
So
and skin is
close.
much tougher than it would appear to be, almost like a brimstone coating.
Okay.
Silly demons.
All right, and you. All right, so Abram, off there.
I'm in seizures right now.
Yes, so you can do nothing at the beginning of your turn. However, at the end of your turn, make another wisdom saving throw. You have advantage because of the boon, and you have a, is it a D10 Pugil because of the bardic inspiration?
D8.
D8. And a D8.
Okay.
Roll along with that, add it all together.
So an 18 plus 2, 28.
28, you at the very end, you kind of fight it off. This has seized you up, and you can shake it off, and it's the end of your turn, but you can move freely again.
Okay.
All right, so that'll be.
I can't move. I can move next time freely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can finally take a deep breath after that. Okay. Top of the round. She looks down at you, Gooseneck. All right.
I'm in water. You can't fireball me.
She realizes
Just
that.
hope she's not thirsty.
She realizes that. So she does sort of, she like, as she leans down toward you, her mouth sort of distends a little bit. And you can see almost very
She's
sharp.
gonna drink our elemental.
Very sharp-looking teeth suddenly appear in her face, and she bites down at you. And
here we go.
Is a.
How many? Wait, now how many times is this that I've been eaten?
Is
this number 4? I think this is number 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
She's bobbing.
If you're
for
lucky,
lizards.
maybe you're just gonna get bit, not swallowed.
Yeah, I think the problem is that you bite other things, and so they always try to either preemptively bite you or bite you in retaliation.
I bite back.
Okay, so that hits you with a 24, I'm
Bite
assuming.
back better.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, and this bite comes in. It is.
So do I get? Am I resistant to it, or? I'm just asking because I'm assuming the protection from evil is still on, right?
That's disadvantage to her attack.
Okay.
So not really to this. So it's 26 points of piercing damage as she sort of sinks some teeth into your shoulder. And you can feel this sort of tearing, and then you feel that there is, like, her saliva was just, it instantly begins to leach into your blood. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. Good thing I got that ring on. Constitution. 17 plus 7, 24.
Oh, so you did save. Cool. Okay.
Just barely, right?
Well, it was okay. But you feel like that was a nasty, nasty poison you just saved again. So wonderful. And she like pauses just the briefest moment to see if it's taking effect, and then kind of realizes angrily that it hasn't, and slashes down with a claw, and then swings around with the sword in her hand, and her tail whips up at you too. She's throwing everything at you.
Wow. Okay.
Angry. So first the claw. That is a
17.
32 to hit. Okay, it hits.
That hits.
Bam.
24 points of slashing damage. You take half because it's slashing.
Okay.
And you did take half the piercing damage from raging, not from.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, just
change that.
Yeah, and the sword comes down. These are at disadvantage, but she's got. Ooh, wait. 18 still hits you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
18 hits.
So the sword comes down. $14 points of slashing damage, and as it does, it sort of flares up with fire. So you take half the 14.
Okay.
But you're going to take this full fire damage.
But he's in the water elemental.
You're in the water elemental. That's right. You take half of this. Look at that.
And she's got wind all over her.
Yeah. It's blowing the fire out.
She does have wind. At the beginning, she just had to make a strength save, which she did succeed on that round. But I forgot about the elemental. Okay, so it would have been 17, but it's only 8. You can just hear it go in the water as it tries to light up.
Okay.
And then her tail flares up around to hit you. And that's going to hit too.
Man, she's got serious lizard resentment.
Yeah.
She does.
It's more than bobbing for lizards. This is egregious.
You guys need to rub on him till he gets some lichen on him.
Yeah.
It's 18 points of bludgeoning damage. You're going to take half of that.
Okay.
You should rub that gnome under your armpits.
Man, I'm hurting. Even with all my extra hit points, I'm down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Thank God that ring's paying off though, right?
Yeah, I'd already be dead.
Money well spent.
Pugil, your turn.
I go?
It's you're up.
Okay. Now, Timothy is laid out at the foot of the water elemental, correct?
He is laid out at the foot of the water elemental. Make a perception check, though, because you're looking at him thinking of doing something. So make a perception check.
That is correct. Oh, I rolled a 3.
Yeah, no, he's laid out at the foot of the water elemental.
Is he dead or still alive, or can I tell?
That was kind of what the perception check. It was part of it. You don't think he's dead. He's not bleeding out anywhere. He's not on fire, so you don't see a reason why a tough.
So okay. Now, my understanding is if I cast polymorph on him, he will have the hit points of the target creature until the spell ends and he reverts to his current hit points.
Yeah, he will become the target creature. He will become the target creature with all of its hit points and its abilities. Polymorph does not, but he also, so he will have his personality, his drives, but he will have the kind of the intellectual capacity of whatever you turn him into as well.
Okay. Very good. I will cast polymorph on Timothy and transform him into a giant ape.
A giant ape.
Good job.
Yes.
Nice.
I want him to make some King Kong love to this giant winged.
Can't be a kaiju battle until the giant ape shows up.
That's right. We're going to have some kaiju fun.
Oh,
Go, Timothy.
No. I don't think I have a single one of these wonderful Reaper miniature apes painted.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
What? You're killing Weeby. You're killing Weeby.
You don't have any
Killing him.
Weeby's been. Oh my
Sculpting
God!
apes
Weeby's
forever,
been
dude.
sculpting apes for 30 years.
I have all of them too. I just haven't painted any of them. I'm
Just
sorry,
say Casper
Jason.
on a date, but she's not going to go out with someone unpainted.
Maybe you got some Yetis? What do you got?
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right.
Okay,
I won't hold it
Use a
against you.
D20
Bear.
and embarrass
Giant
us.
bear.
Oh yes, make it a bear.
Now remember, he's only got the intellect of the thing, so you want to give him something. An ape at least has.
Well, no,
some...
yeah, he can
Yeah.
be an ape.
No.
What?
It's an ape. It's
Yeah,
an ape,
yeah.
Because a giant ape is a bad motor scooter. It's going to tear a chunk out of this monster.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. So I'm just gonna put a bear in its place because that's all I have painted, and I don't want to put an unpainted mini on there. I'm sorry.
No, that's
But
fine.
we know
You-
it's Kong.
You know it's Kong, yeah.
Ah,
All right.
Kong gorilla.
Very good. And I am going to use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on Gooseneck.
Oh, okay, on Gooseneck. All right. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, Gooseneck, you've got the Bardic Inspiration.
That's an extra what? Again, I always forget. An extra D8?
8. D8.
Thanks.
All right, it is Fathom.
I'm going to check that the wind gust is still hitting her in the right direction.
It is,
Mm.
and
Then cast Eldritch Blast.
it is. I don't know if you wanted it to necessarily, but it did put out the fire that was on the other side that the old man was burning in and stuff like that.
Well, no, I don't want the mean old man. It's out now.
Yeah, it's out now. That's good, I think. Eldritch Blast, go for it.
16.
16 does not. No, it just sort of pings off of her almost hide-like skin. I believe you have 2 Eldritch Blasts at your level.
Oh, that is true. Well, that didn't get better. Now it's 10.
Okay. Still. All right, they come. Boom. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. Missile attacks and blasts. A serious movie. Okay.
And giant apes and
giant apes.
swimming lizards and
Okay.
flying
So-
elves and
What you see?
Is he still flying? Because you said he's still.
I'm going to.
Abran is
I'm on the
got
ground.
the fly spell still.
Okay.
He's just on the ground at the
Yeah.
moment.
All right.
So on this is the sort of the turn of the people around. You hear a voice, Gooseneck, come up behind you. You see her run up behind you. She says, "This is my last," and she hits you with a touch heal. Heals you for 80 points.
wow.
Holy
Mother of
moly!
gosh.
And she sort of splits
Well, I'll
back.
put my spell away then. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, she needs to split that
Awesome.
up and not shoot her wad all at one time.
I was gonna have everything I had and give you 12.
Well,
I'm
she
back.
did.
I'm back to my lizard self.
She can't attack with help though, so you know. And then the guardian. Let's just get these 3 rolls out and see what happened. Oh, one of them is really bad. I think she was pretty scared when that bear appeared next to her. However, well, not scared, but
Well,
worried.
especially since it looks more like a giant ape.
Yeah, a giant
A
ape.
bear
appeared
ape
next
is
to her.
not
Sorry.
a good thing.
It's a berry. Yes, 2 solid axe slices in the side of this demon. And then the leader comes around here. You have no idea where the book wielder went, which is the way you want it. This, all right, kind of moves over here, out of the way. Oh, wait, she had to make a save. She had to cross the wind. Oh, she did. She did. Sort of bears against it, moves over, and The ape sort of stands up, twiddles their fingers, and makes like a guttural noise. It sounds like maybe there was a spell happening that stopped happening.
Go, Timmy.
Looks strange at his fingers and then just leaps over at the demon on top of it. Grabs.
Yeah. You're about to get some Kong, baby.
Grabs onto the back of her and just starts trying to pummel. We'll see.
Yeah, work her like that T-Rex.
Both attacks go through. They look like painful bludgeoning strikes, and this demon starts flapping her wings a little bit and trying to shake the ape. There's a monkey on her back. Not a monkey, but... And I think that takes care of everybody on that side, which means it is now Gooseneck's turn. You are... Okay. Yep. Gooseneck.
Well, let's whack her with the axe.
Okay.
17. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
It does not.
All right. Oh, we'll try it again. Here we go. Here we go.
Almost sparks.
Ooh, even worse. 9.
Yeah.
How about a little zap with the lightning? XTC 13.
Dex 10.
Ha! Full damage. 6.
Nice. That's full, isn't it?
Good job.
Very nice. All right. Oh, wait. I actually skipped Corncob. I apologize, Corncob. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to spiritual weapon her on the side where the spiritual weapon is. With a 19.
That hits. That spiritual weapon just is sneaking in off the side.
It's hard to mess with it, I guess, is the whole thing. It doesn't particularly do a lot of hard damage. That was 2D. So 10 for the first shot. Then I'm going to circle it around to her other side and repeat the attack for my bonus action.
It is your bonus action.
What?
What about your water? Oh.
Spiritual weapon? You use your
No,
bonus
I thought
action.
I can hit with it, and then as a bonus action, I can move it and hit again.
No, you can hit with it. You can move and hit with it as a bonus action.
Okay.
But you
All right,
can
well, then
move
I'm
it
done.
around if you want.
Okay. Well, I'll just move it to the other side then.
Okay. All right. You have your normal action, though, available to you.
I guess I'll take a poke with my quarterstaff, I suppose.
Are you going to get up there to it? You have been.
You're across the wall, aren't you?
No, never mind. I'll go across the wall. That's what I'll do. I'll cross
Okay.
back over the wall. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Been doing stuff by remote control. And then we have the elemental still.
Yep. And you get 2 whacks with the elemental. It hasn't even struck at.
Lizard-infused elemental.
Right.
Yeah. Lizard water. First shot was a 25.
That hits. Splashes water
Second
everywhere.
shot was a 19.
That also solid splash of...
First set of damage is 14. Second set of damage is 12.
Okay. Oh, she looks angry, but also doesn't look like she can do much about it.
Again, that's not our problem.
No, I guess
She can
not.
always leave. Never come
Perhaps.
back.
Kay, it is your turn from your perch. With your perception, you realize that she is hunched more than she has been previously. Like she's going to leap into the air.
Oh, I forgot she can.
Okay.
Made her scrape against the wind.
Goodbye.
She hasn't moved yet. It's not her turn yet, but she will have to do that.
I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about that. So I'm going to stay where I am and I guess just shoot her again.
Okay. This.
I got a 20 this time.
Yes, it's solid.
Nice.
Cutting through the chaos of combat.
For minimum damage. That's 4.
All right.
Woohoo.
You absolutely get your sneak attack damage. There's so many of your allies next to her.
Right, that adds 17 to it, so that's a total of 21.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a big difference. All right. All right.
Kay is sneaky.
Yeah, it hasn't been spotted. Steadily just arrow. This arrow dug deep. And, all right. Okay, are you good up there? Or?
Yep, I'm fine where I am.
Okay, Abran, on the ground there. You can move.
Abran gets up, flexes a little bit, checks his abs out. They're still nice and taut. I have line of sight at her already, right, on the ground?
From the ground even? Yes, you do.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not willing to take another ground impact right now. I'm gonna fire a couple arrows at her.
Okay.
So first one is 26 to hit with 17 points of damage on the first arrow.
All right.
Second arrow, and then whatever extra damage the fungus does.
Mm-hmm.
And then how about a 21 to hit with 15 more points of damage?
It hits. Arrows, thunk, thunk. You can see just
fungus does damage too? That's cool.
As the arrows sort of come out of the attacks of anything that Pugh would be attacking too, there's like a trail of spores that it pulls behind it almost.
He's still flying too, isn't he?
He could be, but he's decided
chose not to
stay on the ground.
Okay.
I took. She zapped me, and I plopped to the ground last time, so I still have the ability, which I'm going to use next time most likely.
Okay, she's looking a little panicked. It's her turn. She looks up at Kay. Let's see. Does she make her strength save though? Ooh, that's an 11. Okay, that's not enough, I don't think. So she's pushed 15 feet, right just past you, Gooseneck.
Oh, I'm going to have to exit the water elemental.
Well, yeah, if you want to attack this round.
I can't shout at Corncob to move it over.
And the elemental moves on its own turn too. So.
Not lost some water too.
And is a little waterier. All right, I'm pulling your mini out, Gooseneck, because I know you're inside the water elemental. Okay, so all right, I knocked it off. Balance, pushed it 15 feet. Can I move after that, Fathom? Or
you must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot moving closer to me. So I don't know if it can move in other directions unimpeded.
Okay. Probably takes a little bit extra movement as it launches herself into the air. So she
That seems far from ideal.
launches up and takes flight. She is dripping blood. It's raining down.
And now it's raining blood. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Delightful.
Well, it's a good thing I'm in this water elemental.
Not gross at all.
No.
That blood burns, by the way.
It does burn, doesn't it? I gotta get this on here. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna put her in her spot in a moment. Let me get her properly on this base. And then, so she launches into the air, and then it's Pugil's turn. Yes. Pugil.
You're muted, Bobby.
Muted.
Dadgummit.
Nope.
Does Kong go on my turn?
No, Kong goes on the what would have been his turn normally.
Okay.
Is he still on her back?
Then
Yes, he is.
if I wanted to cast an illusionary replica of the book that appeared to me to be the target of this whole escapade, would minor illusion be sufficient, or would I have to cast a more powerful spell like silent image?
Minor illusion is fine. There's no movement. It's a stationary picture with no sound, right? But books
Yeah,
don't make
but it's
sound,
a book
so,
in my
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so then I'm going to cast minor illusion of the book that she is. I'm assuming is her target, and I have possession of it. I'm going to make Billy Barty taunting noises and run.
Rude.
Yes, very rude. Try to get her attention and run around to the other side of the wall of thorns, mocking her. We've
Okay.
all seen Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. We know how it goes.
Yeah, all right. We can do that. We can do that. Okay. Well, where am I going to put her? Well, all right. That's fine. He launches into the air with an ape on her back. You run around. With the book in your hand.
I'm playing Sigmund, a sea monster.
Okay. All right. And you make a I'll let you choose between well, no, for you. Probably, well, performance or deception. I'll let you choose.
Oh, I'm going performance. It's all the way.
Okay.
Oh, my die roll froze. Oh, there it goes. 24.
Ooh, okay. She appears, at least at the moment when she looks down at it, to believe it is the book. All right, Pugil, you've got her full, undivided attention almost. Fathom, it's your turn.
Good. Kong
Okay,
is
so
getting
first
ready
I'm going
to
to shout out, make her jump the wall. You know, the one that made that dude pass out.
Good idea.
Then I roll a 25 and 15. No, 16.
25 and
Or Eldritch Blast. Sure.
16?
Yes.
Okay, the 25 hits.
All right. For 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay. She dips down a little bit and like has to flop sort of almost sort of loses flight and then picks back up again and is able to maintain her flight. But she almost lost it with that. It seems like she's getting awfully tired, awfully damaged. All right. Let's see. Eldritch Blast. All right. I need her to just turn and glare at Pugh. Okay. Anything else, Fathom?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. The ape takes a couple swings. Oh, well, first, and the ape has to save, too. Trying to hang on. It's not a problem for him.
He's an ape.
Yeah, he hangs on pretty well. Looks like one of those swings lands, and she's sort of struggling quite a bit now, almost losing altitude with this giant creature on their back. Let's see, then
Get up, Tip.
most of the clerics have run out of the area. Corn Cob, it's your turn.
All right, Corn.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, Corn Cob's going to cast Bless on Timmy the monkey, Ujol the gnome, and Abran the elf.
Okay.
And that's going to give them a +4 on attack or saving throws. They can add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw. Right, sorry, a D4 to the attack or saving throw.
Okay.
So there's that. And can I reach her with my spiritual weapon?
Yes, because she dropped an elevation, you can use its function to move up. There's no reason. Wait, does it have to hover? Yeah, move up 10, 20 feet and swipe her.
Try to give her a whack. Oh, that should whack. That's a 22.
Yes.
Those are cool wings.
One of them, the glue is failing, and it's gonna come off. But they are awesome wings.
Yeah, they're really neat.
So that's 15 points, and then we got. I guess I don't think the water elemental can reach that high.
Water elemental cannot. However, with those 15 points, she just falls down, and as she's falling, you see her sort of start to disintegrate out.
Yeah. Get her, Timmy. Finish her off.
Yeah.
Ride her to the ground.
Man. And Timmy then plummets through the ash,
falling into the wall of thorns.
Poor Timmy.
Yes, poor Timmy. I was going to do my tear the phone book in half trick. I don't get to do that.
That's no. No, that was that. Let me stop this. You successfully defeated this, and everybody starts like peeking over, looking out of the woodwork. There's
something else.
That's right. We bad. That's right.
Yeah.
We bad.
No.
So when she disintegrated, she just like went back to where she came from, basically.
Yeah, she's not forever dead.
So is that
but she'd have to be resummoned, right, or reportaled or whatever.
The portal is not there, and you suspect that it was when that old man took his last breath that it.
That was the whole idea.
That it sort of disappeared. You didn't get to see that action happen because it was still in darkness at the time. But you did see another shape equally sized to her back there about ready to come out behind.
Yeah, well, we don't want anything to do with that.
You sure? It's early.
And that
No, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So if you
What
turn
is it?
Aberrant into a giant ape, would he still be covered in fungus?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
Is
That's-
my fungus, is Abrant's fungus starting to slough off
Is
or
there fungus still
subside?
throbbing?
Yeah, it starts to just sort of
If I
shed.
if I turn Aberrant into a giant ape, it would double his intelligence and
Oh, jeez, what are we doing? I need to have fireballs.
And
You know that's not far off from the truth. My
Godzilla would
intelligence
have
is a
no
9.
chance.
Yeah, and charisma is a 10. So
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
that wouldn't surprise me.
Well, good job, because this was made to be tough. You had a little bit of backup in there.
was tough.
You almost bit it. Good job. Amazing.
Woohoo!
Well, Gooseneck did bite it. He bit her.
Oh, she bit
She
me.
bit him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I know there's more to happen, but just I'm gonna pull this out real quick. Everybody gets 3,125 experience points.
Wow.
And I also considered for that a couple people as members of your party. It's got split 8 ways instead of 6.
That's fine.
Yeah, I wanted to be properly fair.
Nice.
They say
29,
they made some pretty
163.
valuable contributions.
Some people
Yeah,
did.
29, 163.
That's a big number.
Golly, you still have a long ways to go.
We
Okay.
need to figure out what this stupid book is.
I think we also need to ransack the 2 street road monk bodies.
road monks.
That is a good.
Well, the one got burned to a crisp. I'm guessing there's not much on him.
Well,
Yeah, metal doesn't
There's
burn.
magic things. They might be on them.
yeah, Fathom put
Yeah,
out the
and
fire.
and
That's
I
true, I
want
put
to
out the
go
fire.
to the I want to go to the intact one and inspect that tattoo and maybe take time, if I've got the artistic capability or whoever does, to make a copy of it so that we'll know.
Let's
I'll just cut it off. I'll just cut the skin off.
Cut
and
it
hand
off,
to
and
you.
we'll get it taxidermied.
I'll fillet him. I can
no,
do that as a ranger. I can skin him, dry it,
I'm going to draw.
post it
I'm going to draw
on a little
copy.
card.
No,
Okay.
I'll
All
No,
right.
draw
you can't draw
copy.
that well. I know
Pugil's
it.
drawing a copy.
Yeah,
You need,
whatever. We're not. We're
Is there
not.
anything
So
else
we're
on their
skinny.
No, we're
bodies?
searching the other one, right?
yeah.
We're searching
You
them both.
skinned.
Okay.
It's just a
Yeah,
little
we're searching
tattoo
it.
on his arm.
All right, you
I'm not participating.
So on each of these fellows, you find traveling some, like the kind of belt pouches and coin pouches that you'd find when people traveling, not necessarily about town. They're thicker and lighter, knots and spell components.
Is the bag of holding with them?
That's a great question. Then, as you search, make an investigation check on the old man as you're searching, the older one.
All of us are just
20. 16 plus 4.
I assume you're all down there, although I should ask, Kay, are you going to come down after this? Or
Yeah,
I'd come out
I'll,
with
come
my
down from my perch
skinning
now.
knife.
okay.
I had my skinning knife out, so I was right next there.
Yes.
Offering. Offer still stands.
Kay
Let's see
is
the
down from
problem.
her perch. The thorn walls are long since gone, but they were just left out. Elemental goes away.
By
Everybody got a towel.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's
ape
gone.
turns back into Timmy after what, a minute?
I don't know how
He's
long
got to
that
be
lasts.
confused.
I think it's an hour.
An hour? Okay, there's an ape.
Wait.
You can't
Wait,
cancel it if
wait.
you want.
I think I can cancel it. Let me look at the
I would
spell.
hope you could cancel it.
I think it,
Well, you need to have somebody standing by to heal them when you do.
yeah, for sure, because he will go back to his hit points.
I can heal him, I think. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
up
get
to
him.
1 hour. Up to 1 hour, but
So-
I'll end it.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, he was just
Well,
starting to groom Pat.
I know.
Is there anyone else that's injured right now?
So
Abran is slightly injured, isn't
in your party, slightly Abram, but there is one person, attendee, that looks like he was killed.
Well,
and then
I can pull 6 injured people into this pile and heal them all.
Okay. All right. They will.
If there's 6 that need healing.
There are 1, 2. Well, there are 3 that need healing, not counting Abram.
Okay, well that's good enough, I guess.
Okay. And they're tending this attendee.
So everybody I was healing, take 22 back, including Timmy the ape.
Thank you.
Although he's not an ape, right? He's now Timmy.
He's Timmy now.
Okay.
Whew.
I don't know what happened to you, Timmy.
Oh,
It was.
You have a strange craving for bananas now?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Crazy.
But I wouldn't mind starting a tussle at the bar.
I think you should.
Oh, I've got.
Is that like a were
That's a
ape
hot-
thing that you can do? Because that was pretty amazing.
No, something one of you did, perhaps?
I certainly didn't. I would never make somebody into an ape,
that's just cruel.
especially without their permission.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, I didn't think it was. You look pretty good, actually.
Save the day.
Yeah.
Put a beat down on the demon.
Tearing chunks out of a flying demon. Who can beat that? That's got to look good on your resume.
Oh, it was.
Pretty awesome.
Wow, I'll remember this day. Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you. He just kind of goes off trying to tend to people and looking around while you search. So, what was your investigation around this again? I forgot.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. So, you find the older gentleman was rolled over on top of, so it was not that the fire would have necessarily hurt it, but he's rolled over on top of a bag of holding.
Nice.
Hey.
As a speaker of Infernal, do I recognize the symbol on the book? Now that I'm aware of the book and everything?
Yes. And also when you're up close, speaking Infernal, you suspect. So in Infernal, it says Book of Names, which
The Book of Names.
yeah. Which
Now,
is not,
does the presence of the book trigger the spore reaction in Abran and I?
no.
Okay.
Fathom.
Is the speaker aware of what the book? He said he didn't know what it was, didn't he?
Well, he didn't. He was aware that it was. When he brings it back, he says, "Yes, we had it translated. Well, the parts of it, the Book of Names, and then inside there is a lengthy list of named encounters with different slain demons and such."
Well, you can
So
add
this
one to
would
that
aid
list.
people who want to summon things, is my guess.
This would allow them to obtain their name. Yes.
So you
Wow.
carrying it around is a good idea. How?
Well, because there are worse places.
Yeah, that's a good
I could
question.
store it. Well, I'm transferring
Like a
it.
nice vault, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a kind of a dangerous souvenir.
Well, as you might
Yeah.
have heard at the beginning of the speech, we just had a breach of personal effects back at our area. So there were
That's right.
certain things we wanted to keep close to us.
Well, you
This-
just had a breach of people's lives in this area.
I mean,
Yeah.
could you have put it in a backpack or something?
Yeah, like why are you showing it off?
Maybe wrap it in a piece of burlap.
I could have, perhaps. But you've been the first person close enough to read it, though the symbol.
I don't think I was the first. I think these two other guys glommed onto it too.
Possible.
Yeah, they brought a demon in to get it from you. You realize this?
I don't realize that actually.
Okay, well, you're a little dim then.
It,
Hopefully his bodyguard's not looking like she's gonna punch us. Come on, dude. Like
she's pretty
we worked
stoic
really
about
hard to
most
make
stuff.
this thing non-violent, and then you waltz in with your book of tempting demons.
Yeah, he's carrying around a book of demon names. I'm not the first one to call him dim.
Well, no one knew I would be bringing it. And yet you say that this was set up for a while from them. So it would be quite a coincidence, wouldn't it?
I think they knew.
How could
I
they
would
not?
I would heighten
Inside
your awareness
information.
at the very least.
Inside information. Who would have
Yeah, you may
known
have
that
a
could have
leak.
leaked that information?
The bodyguard. Oh, I'm not going to say that out loud.
Well, the collections were split, so no one really could have known exactly what I would have been bringing on me, what was left with the other elders.
Were all the
Well,
elders here for this?
I'm no
Oh, no,
user
not
of
at all.
magic, but aren't there locating spells and things like this?
There are locating spells, yes, but I've not traveled here long. This would be a good discussion, perhaps, if you wanted to take it elsewhere.
I don't want to discuss it. I think maybe you should discuss it with the honorable people in this parish here.
Well, you have a unique perspective opposed to them, but I don't mind talking it out with them as well. Yes.
Well,
I can do
we could
that.
talk to him. I mean,
Yes, but I think
I need to
head of
talk. I
the-
need to talk to his
the current
bodyguard about
church
the
should be
whole.
there, too.
I need to talk to his bodyguard about the whole whackety whack thing. Three shots. That's I need to know what her secret is.
Mm-hmm.
Being way higher level than us.
Well, I guess that could be.
Knowing the
She said
names
once
of a
or
book of demons, maybe that helps.
No, book of names. Well, interesting. He sort of looks at her a little bit, but not suspiciously. But
I'm so happy we saved this guy's life now.
Oh.
What are the other
I'm
church
fairly
people-
tempted to
what
just
is
steal
their
that book from him later. Because
What-
clearly he should not be carrying it around.
No, we should use it.
I
don't
use
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
we.
think
I
that's
don't
what
know
I
how-
said.
I don't know how that would go
Oh.
with the necklace of fireballs, but it seems potentially even more dangerous.
Well, I'm certainly glad that those two didn't make off with the book or anything else. You think the book was their actual target? Do you do?
It was they the young guy was eyeing it. I steered him away from you when you were talking because I saw
He tried
him
to
looking
get
at the
it
book.
away from me at least twice.
Yeah, that's
The book was a
highly
target.
suspicious. You've set my thoughts on something that's not quite possible. If they've left weeks ago or days ago to make a journey for a decision I made just yesterday, that speaks of someone that can see into the future.
There are such people.
Well,
Doesn't Kay's can't she see through space time or something with her goggles?
I don't think they're quite that good.
Oh,
they're pretty good.
I thought okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought they had
Well,
said
unless
something
they were
like that.
unless they were just looking for a target of opportunity, but I
We
this
met
is
them on
kinda
the
like they
road.
had
They
beyond
were
my
coming here
this
specifically
is way
to see
beyond my
you.
expertise.
I certainly don't doubt after what you said that they were trying to take the book from me. I'm amazed that they came for something before it was here. And that draws a lot of questions I have to look into. Will you be in town long?
We're waiting on a boat.
It's
Just
here.
wait, on
It's
a
here. The
boat.
boat
Oh,
is
it's
here.
here.
The boat is
Oh,
here.
yeah.
We still have to get the ship cleansed, don't we?
Yes,
Yep.
you still have to get your ship
Yeah.
cleansed as part of the sale, yeah.
I'd say these guys
We'll
owe
Yes,
us.
be
we'll be
here
here
for a little
for-
while.
We'll be here for a little bit. Till at least until what's the name of the ship leaves? Do we know when the
Swan.
ship is leaving? Silver Swan? Do we know when it's leaving?
Yeah, it's a few days for a turnaround on it. It's got a couple of repairs and a day to unload.
So we'll be
a
here
couple
at least for a
repairs.
few days.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Are Timothy
We have
and
to
Patrick
decide.
reacting at him?
They're listening intently. Well, Patrick is listening intently. Timothy's high on being an ape.
He's
I am
swinging
an
from
ape.
the
it isn't
trees.
fair for him.
He's pretty pumped up.
Yep, that ape juice is powerful stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so and then please allow me to buy you a meal, or we'll have a meal. I'll provide a meal somewhere in the quarters of the church tomorrow evening. Then, and we can discuss a little bit more. I'll ask some questions of the church here. Unusual,
All right.
but okay.
Sounds good. We're
And-
staying at the mud. What is it? The mud skip in the mud.
Like crap.
The mudworm.
Mud hollow. Mudworm.
Mudworm.
That's it. Mudworm. We're staying at the Mudworm. We'll
We will absolutely
meet you
send
back for
you.
dinner tomorrow night.
And he sort of goes off, and I know you have some things you probably want to wrap up, but that's where we'll end the evening for large events.
Woohoo!
May I?
Errant's
may
going to
I
go
ask-
flying around the town for a bit.
Matt, I have a question.
Yes.
Who has the other bag of holding?
They only had one.
Didn't we buy?
Oh, did you
What's
buy
that?
one? I'm sorry. I don't think
Abron's got
didn't we
a
buy?
quiver of holding.
Yeah.
Oh, but we didn't buy the bag of holding.
Right.
No,
Okay.
I don't think we did.
All right. Very.
Yeah, this was like
And
a
if
You
you
guys
put
mind-
his
you
quiver
guys-
in this bag, it creates a quantum singularity that we don't want to deal with.
and that
Does anybody mind if I hold on to the bag of holding?
No.
Okay.
You're not going to jump in it every time there's a problem, are you?
Not every time.
That's
Not
funny.
every time.
That
Okay.
is
Because
funny.
we might
He's
need
just
your
going to pull it over
monkey.
his head.
We might need your monkey trick again.
That was a good
So I
monkey
think we
trick.
did buy the bag of holding. I think they had two, but one of them was
Yeah.
not
junk.
very good, so we bought
Yeah.
one of them.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
Good.
remembering.
Okay.
Is we bought one. So we should have two
Maybe
bags of
eventually we'll
holding.
have a bag of holding for each one of us.
Maybe.
We need some more loot.
2 is good, probably, for most of what you carry around.
Say 2 is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2.5.
Yeah, that's true. The quiver is
The
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I'll answer any questions I can, but before I do our little rounds and say goodnight and thank yous to everyone, do you have any wrap-up questions I should get to before we? Good? Okay. Well, then I am going to say thank you to everyone watching and joining us for this. This event has been a while coming, so I'm glad we got to have it. And for joining us for our full feasted food, sort of. Yeah, thank you. I'm hearing something. And thank you to Sirenscape for our background ambient music. We, I think, are back in 2 weeks, and that should be. We'll see what happens after that and where they're going. And the ship is here now, so I'm not sure how that's going to be. It's going to be fun. I have been the DM. My name is Frank. Find me Nightheart Gaming. Thank you to Sid, our camera operator, Justin, our technical director, all the players, and I'll let them all plug what they want to and say good evening in their own way. And I'll start with Bobby.
Thank you, Frank, and all the Nightheart Gaming ancillaries, and Justin, and my fellow players, and all the people who are watching. Had a good time. Nothing to, whatever the appropriate word is, pressure you to purchase or engage in, and had fun. That's all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'll also give all my thanks to Frank and Justin and Ann and all the people that helped make this possible, and all the viewers. Appreciate you guys watching. I had a great time. This was one of the more entertaining fights I think we've had, where everything was just going crazy, absolutely insane. I would love to see somebody put together a diorama of all this.
Oh my lord!
We'd tell them it was too busy if they entered it in a
Yeah.
contest.
It makes no sense. Where's the story in this?
Yes.
You have a lizard inside what is this?
And there's a monkey on a demon's back.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
Jason.
Well, as usual, thank you to all the crew. Thanks to all the staff. Thanks to the viewers. And I'm still kind of stuck in thankfulness mode. And I think if you guys could look into my thoughts, you'd all recognize yourselves. Because I think of you very often. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Michael.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Ann. Thanks, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody that watches this bunch of murder hobos fumble their way through. It's been a blast. It's good to see everybody again. And yeah, happy day after Thanksgiving.
Happy day after Thanksgiving. Thank you. Rhonda.
Yes, I'm going to echo all the thanks. Thanks for people who came to watch during the weekend of thanks. And if you're from another country, thank you also. I know my fellow Canadians was a month ago, which is the sensible time to have Thanksgiving, but that's another story.
Bah.
But I also want to thank my fellow players for all the creativity, because that was super entertaining for me too.
Awesome. Jen.
Again, thank you, everyone. Glad to be back. It's been a couple sessions for me since I've been here, so it was great fun. Looking forward to next time.
All right, thank you, Justin. Oh well, for Justin, I probably need to mention, because it was bad of me in some way, but as you're all filing back out of this area, going back, there is just a herd of turkeys running down the road before you. fleeing from all this chaos.
Let's stuff some in our bags of holding.
Right.
Turkey's almost as good as chicken. Let's go.
Justin thought I was going to be creative. That was my most uncreative creativeness. Thank you, everyone. Justin, you do we have a place you're going to take us?
That was perfect, Frank. That was fantastic. I could not have asked for better. No, I do. I want to say thank you, obviously, to Night Art and to all the players and everyone that comes together to make this possible. And obviously, anyone who's willing to watch it. We appreciate every one of you as well. Thank you, Anne, specifically, and Frank. I know the two of you are basically Night Art, but it's great. So I appreciate it. But outside of that, I think we're going to be raiding Lord Gazumba.
All right.
So looks like he's doing some Mech Warrior BattleTech stuff. So
What?
on tabletop.
Bazinga.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. So
We're officially over halfway to level 8.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we're real heroes.
You are. Your name's getting known in all the
Yeah.
different planes of existence.
All the planes. Have a great rest of y'all's weekend and a great rest of your Thanksgiving in case you're celebrating this weekend and not yesterday or today. And be safe and have fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Wave goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Man, I keep hoping that toy will just wear out someday.
I know.